YouTube, what's up? I want to talk to y'all for a second, man. Just on a real moment, have a real moment. Well, every moment with me is real, I would say. I don't, there's no fake there's no fake moment with me, but I wanted to talk to y'all, man, and kind of explain the reason why I have dove into this YouTube world, and why I've stayed consistent with this YouTube, and trying to just talk to y'all, because that's just what I love to do, just talk to y'all and just come up with these videos, especially these selfie videos. I hope it really don't bother y'all, especially if y'all looking at it through your phone. I'm assuming a nice percentage of y'all are looking through YouTube with your phone, and so it shouldn't be that bad. But like looking at it through, with a TV, it can be a sight, that's for sure. But the reason why I wanted to talk to y'all is kind of like let y'all know like what my standpoint is when it comes to gaming, and the reason why I've done the YouTube. Well, not my standpoint in gaming, because I made that clear. It's the reason why I got to YouTube and started doing a lot of these videos and stuff like that. So, I've been gaming all my life. From the time I was about probably 3 years old, playing on the original Atari 2600 with them ugly Pac-Man games, with the Space Invaders, and this game called Combat, which was trash. Them games, it's crazy too, because that's all we had back then was those games, and those games were garbage. I mean, there was something to do, and I found it fascinating that you could, control what was on a TV screen with with a game system. I thought that was fascinating, but then at the same time, I'm like, man, these games suck, and they just did at the time. But I found it fascinating. But what really hooked me, what really locked me in, was the original NES. That's what got me. And it was wraps after that, bro. The original NES that came out in 1985, boy, it was over. It was over. And so, I didn't have one. My friends had one, so I was always over at my friend's house playing it, because I wasn't fortunate enough to have that stuff. And so, when I finally was, when my mom finally was able to purchase one for me, it was really on from there, and I was loving it ever since, and I never heard of a Sega Master System or any of those other stuff just yet, but it wasn't long after my mom bought me a bought me the new Nintendo Entertainment System. I had an uncle that I was living with, stole my Nintendo, and my grandmother replaced it with the Sega Master System. And I thought that was the coolest thing in the world, especially back then. They had a game, when you bought the game system, it had a game built in. I think it was 2 games built in it. One was this motorcycle game. I can't remember the name of that game. And I think it was another game. I can't remember. But they were built into the system. And I thought that was cool. That was cool in the mug, man. And I enjoyed that. And I had a brief moment. And, if y'all want me to tell y'all this story, because it's a really tripped out story on what happened to that Sega Genesis. The Sega Master System. I'll tell you about that. But long story short, my house caught on fire, and my Sega Master System was melted. It melted in the fire. And ironically, it still worked, but I didn't want it anymore, because it was smoked out. It was wet. And, all of that. It was just damaged. The controllers were damaged and melted, and I didn't want it anymore. Even though it's still, for some weird reason, it still turned on. It turned on after that. But I have a long history with video games. A long history. I've played video games all my life, like I said. I have a strong passion for video games. Fond memories of some of the greatest games we've ever, all of us have ever played. I can relate to a lot of you guys when it comes to these games. My experience with arcades, the differences with the arcades and the home ports, and my experience with that. I can go on for days. I have so much that I can talk about when it comes to video games, man. I've met some of my closest friends behind video games prior to online. Just regular friends that I've come across throughout my life that we connected through video games. And I still hold these relationships to this day. And I'm going back as far as a kid, 13, 14 years old, 9, 10, all of that. So, like I said, I have a lot to talk about with games, and I want to share it. I want to share my thoughts, my feelings, my experiences, everything with you guys on this YouTube. That's my biggest reason for doing this YouTube. Excuse the squeaky chair. But that's my reasons. And I want to share it with you guys, man, because it's so much. And with a lot of this stuff that's going on in the world, man, with the crazy politics, the coronavirus going around, the quarantines, you know what I'm saying? And like all of this crazy stuff that's going on in the world, man, what better way to escape from all of that madness but to talk about video games? Talk about video games. So that's one of the biggest reasons I did, because I'm not going to lie to you. I was big on politics. I still am, but I don't really engage in my thoughts and opinions when it comes to politics. Some people are open with it. Some people just don't give a damn. You know what I mean? But I'm just not that person, man, because, people take this stuff extremely serious. And I out of respect, out of other people's thoughts and opinions when it comes to video games, when it comes to politics, I fall back. I keep all of them thoughts and feelings and all of that stuff to myself. I don't talk politics no more. Politics and religion, to be honest with you. I'm big on that too. Politics and religion. Those are two areas that I won't really openly talk about just because of the sensitivity of those subjects, So I like to talk about stuff that's not as video games. That's the point, and that's another point of me doing that. That's one reason why I actually that's another reason why I started this YouTube. You know what I mean? And so this is all passion. This has nothing to do with trying to grow a YouTube channel or anything like that. It got nothing to do with that, man. It's got nothing to do with that. As much as I talk to y'all through this YouTube, as much as I want to hear from y'all. And that's the honest to God truth, man. Honest to God truth. I try to respond to every comment, especially if it's y'all got something to say. I want to hear it because I love to hear other people's takes. I'm not into casual conversation where we're just talking about we were keeping things basic and safe. I'm not that type of person, man. I want to talk. If I want to talk about something, I want to go deeper into the subject matter. I don't want to just talk about a Sony TV. I want to talk about why the Sony TV is this, or why it isn't that, or why Microsoft is this, or why you know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to do. Like, and even when it comes to politics, if I want to talk about Donald Trump and why people voted for Donald Trump, that's what I want to talk about. I don't want to just talk about Donald Trump and, his policies and the way he's running the country and stuff. I don't want to talk about just that. I want to talk about why he's running the country this way, or why is he moving the way he's moving, or doing the certain things that he's doing. That is the conversation. But talking about just this, skimming the surface of things, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff, man. And it's to me, it's boring. It's a waste of time, and you get nothing out of it. You get nothing out of those conversations, man. You know, it's like I said, you know, it's boring. And I've never been that way. Never. Anybody that knows me will tell you that I'm always talking about something and going deeper into it. And, you know, even if it takes research or whatever somebody else got to say, anything like that, I want it just creates more engagement, man. It makes the interesting. I mean, it makes the conversation interesting. Just talking about the Browns score and what they did, it's not enough for me. I want to talk about what the Browns did, why they did it, you know, how you feel about what they did, and what is coming up next. What do you think is going to happen next? What do you think the Browns need to do and everything else? I want to do that. That is conversation. But talking about the Browns score, talking about what they did that we all saw and stuff, it's just, it's pointless. It's pointless. And personally, when, you know, I have conversations like that with people, I disengage often, a lot of times, or I won't even engage at all if I know that that's what they're about. And I'm not like that, man. Like I said, I want to talk to y'all, have real conversations and everything. You know, real conversations about games. Because nothing serious. You can't get but so serious about games, for real. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, it's a hobby. It's nothing to be taken really, really serious at the end of the day. You can care about it. And you can be passionate about it by all means, because that's what I am. But I feel like, you know, to get mad, to get angry over video games in any aspect of it, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's garbage. It's trash. I could go on and on and on about it. It's horrible. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. You know, people being fake about it. That's bad. That's just as bad as people getting emotional about it. If you're not being real about what you're saying, then that's just as bad as somebody, you know, getting angry and stuff like that. Keep the conversation pure. Keep it honest. Keep it 100. You know what I mean? Like, for real. And one thing I hate, and anybody you know me to tell you, I don't like fakeness. I don't like fake people. I don't like dealing with fake, none of that. And if I have a sense of you being fake, I don't want to mess with you, man. I don't want nothing to do with you, you know, because you're wasting my time. You're wasting my time because you're not being who you really are. You know what I mean? Because one day you'll switch up on me. One day you'll change. And I don't want that. I don't want that. Just kill all that. I just won't deal with you, especially if I see it. If I see it, I just keep things at a minimum with you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm talking. That's all I'm talking about, man. You know, it ain't about tribes and shit like that. No, it's all fun. It's fun, but it's not, man. It's not an end. Man, it's not end all be all type stuff, man. You know. But I just want to tell you, man. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here on this YouTube. That's why I enjoy talking to y'all. I love the engagement. I love the interaction I get on Twitter. I love all of that stuff, man. For real, I enjoy y'all dudes, bro. The interactions and everything. Really. I mean that. Humbly, I mean that. And that's why I turned here, you know. I even with friends that I try to talk to with friends, man, I couldn't connect with them guys because I felt like some wasn't keeping it real. I felt like some wasn't being honest. And I felt like some were even irrational, or not even that, just not on the same page, not even on the same page. And you can't communicate with anybody if you're not on the same page, you know? And so I think that was another issue too. Even talking to certain friends, you know, talking to them, you know, if you, like I said, we could be talking about the same subject, but if we're not on the same page with things, then we can't evolve the conversation. If the conversation cannot go further, it cannot move. It cannot do that stuff, man. It just can't. So I held enough of your time, man. 14 minutes. Jeez, I didn't want to take it that long. But like I said, I appreciate y'all time, man. Holla at me in the comment section. Let me know what's up, man. Tell me, you know, holler at me about y'all gaming backgrounds, man. How y'all feel about gaming? How long y'all been doing it? All of that stuff, man. For real. Holler at me. I want to talk to y'all. Wrong. And I'm out. You know what? Also, I want to do a quick shout out real quick to a couple of fellas that, you know, embraced me, encouraged me, and just been all around great to me, that I feel that's real, that's coming from a real place, that don't have no agenda. They're just coming from a real place and just want to talk about games and passionate about gaming like I do. One is Sick Humor, bro. Sick Humor, sick, bro. You done held me down from the start, and I appreciate all your support, man. Having me on your podcast, all of that, bro. That's real talk. Porter Rock 77, same. Support, invited me to his podcast. I missed it. I appreciate the love and everything that you shown, man. For real. OBJ the Don, same. I appreciate your interaction, your support, and everything, man. For real. Your realness, all y'all, realness. That's what I look for out of all of this stuff, man. It's real. Be real about y'all. It ain't got nothing to do with any kind of agenda or any kind of fluff or anything. It's just being 100% real. Real. I can respect that, man. For real. Hold up. Hip Hop Gamer. Another one. Appreciate you, bro. I appreciate y'all. Seriously, because that means a lot to me, man. Smokey Dog. Another one. Y'all cast has been 100, man. 100. And don't get me wrong, man. We all like to have fun with it. We have fun with it at the same time. And people who don't understand us, or people who don't get it, they just don't want to get it. At the end of the day, that's all it comes down to. Because I think that we've been absolutely clear. I know y'all been absolutely clear on everything y'all said. And y'all have never blurred the lines on anything. Y'all never said anything questionable or anything. And like I said, I can truly, truly, truly appreciate that, man. I can truly appreciate that. And if I missed y'all, man, charge my head, not my heart, man. Like I said, special shout out to them fellas, man, because they really have a show. They are what I look for in gaming in terms of realness, authenticity. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see from them guys. Jack Move Johnny, excuse me, I forgot you. Jack Move, same here, bro. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate Jack Move giving me the advice, everything, man. Like I said, I appreciate it. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate it, man. Because like I said, it's all about games. You can't be too serious about video games. I mean, you just can't. You can be passionate. Nothing wrong with being passionate. But, you know, serious to the point where you want to kill somebody over a video game. And believe me, they're out there. They are out there, bro. I've had some conversations with some cats that you be like, whoa. You know, it ain't that serious, chief. But y'all fellas, man, much love to y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all. I just wanted to give y'all that shout out real quick, man.